Hi there, Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Today I wanted to talk to you about transmuting energy. I know the term gets thrown around a lot, and when we say, ugh, I'm feeling negative energy today, we just say, oh, let's transmute it. But a lot of people kind of are left hanging, like, what does that mean? How do I do that? So hopefully a quick video today. Just wanted to give you a few high-level tips and tricks on things that I do, and hopefully that helps you the next time you feel the need to do so. Before I jump in, I wanted to just kind of touch base on the recent energies. Yesterday even was a challenging one for me, and I've noticed in some of the groups that I'm in, the spiritual groups, where all of a sudden just kind of comes out of nowhere, this negative energy or sort of a heavy energy. Some people feel it as sadness or depression. Others feel it as anxiety. Some feel it as anger or agitation. I know for me, when these days they just kind of come out of the blue, there's no external triggers. I'm not really feeling anything negative in my life per se. Usually I'll kind of just wake up in the morning and find that the energy is shifted for the worst, and I'm not really sure why. So my personal belief and sort of what I've chosen to accept just for the sake of working with it is that it's a collective thing. I very much am an empath and feel my environment around me, and will take on energies that are not my own. So we all know that the world is in a crazy state as of August 2021. There's plenty of negative energies flying around for us to catch and transmute. So I view it as one of my gifts to offer the world. And so when it comes, I don't necessarily view it as positive or negative. In some cases it can be positive because it really gives me an opportunity to pause and practice. And in some cases, the energy can be integrated and utilized for good. So I don't view it as a negative anymore. I know that some people in our community really feel burdened by it and feel that it is too often and too frequent. And I'm not going to claim to know their position or why these things happen for them, but I do know for me that I'm able to shift out of them, and these are some of the ways that I do that. The energy has been very, very intense in August in particular. I mentioned in another video, the full moon prior to the Lion's Gate was pretty intense, and there really was no let up for those 2 weeks. Lion's Gate was on a new moon, and then even after that, it really didn't let up until after the moon after that. I'm trying to think of a date. It would have been 2 weeks after the 8th. So right around last week, it really started to lift up a little bit or uplift. So if you're feeling intensity, you're not alone. I just throw that out there so that you know that there's many of us in the community feeling that intensity and working through some of these things. So you're never alone. So yeah, some of the steps that I wanted to share with you to transmute energy. One, for me, the first most important thing to do is to stop. And I know we all have lives to live, and sometimes you can't just stop, but as best you can, take some time to pause and be with the energy. Really feel into it, understand it, get to know it, say hello to it, shake its hand, make it your friend. Really allow yourself to fully feel it in your body for a few minutes, and then start to imagine the opposite of it. And imagine your intention is to bring it from what you feel and know in this moment to where you're trying to go. And don't push it or expect it to happen very quickly, but just set that intention. Recognize it, acknowledge it, give it a place to live for a moment, and then set the intention that you're going to move this energy from where it is to where it could be, its highest potential, essentially. Lighten your load wherever you can for that day or for whatever time period you feel is going to be necessary to shift it. For me, yesterday was pretty heavy, so that meant the whole day. We had big plans, we had play dates and cleaning and dental appointments and all sorts of things, and whatever I could eliminate was eliminated, and we spent time being together, nourishing ourselves, and creating positive energy. So as best you can, clear space, allow time for the process. Your intention is going to be the most important thing. And in some cases, if you can't clear space and you can't do any of these other activities, just that intention is going to be the most important thing. And if that's all you can do, then that's all you can do. And sometimes that is enough. Recognizing that the negative is not necessarily, let's say the lower energy is not necessarily negative, because when you put yourself in a resistant state or in an opposite state or in a place of negativity, you're going to be less powerful and less capable. So we really want to view this as an opportunity to strengthen your skills, maybe to integrate some new energy in a positive way. It may appear lower on the surface, but have a gift, and likely does have a gift in it for you. So view it as a gift. Working with the elements. So we have all of the elements in our bodies or as part of our energetic bodies. And so if we can integrate the elements into our transmutation process, that will assist us. So if you imagine your energetic body is like a torus field of light and energy going through you, in, up, and around, that essentially is light, is fire. So if you can work with the fire element in any way, that can assist in transmuting the energy. You can use a candle, you could have a fire outside. If it's evening or nighttime, that would be great. If you can't work with a physical fire, you can just imagine the purple flame. Bringing in water. I like to shower or take a salt bath. Showers, especially for me, it's a cleansing white energy that's coming down over and through and helps push out any negativity or lower vibrations. And for me, that is helping to cleanse and transmute. Deep breathing. Bringing in the element of air. We breathe in through the nose very deeply and breathe out through the nose. You can envision that you're pulling that energy up from your root chakra all the way through your spine, up and out. And some used to say to imagine sending the negativity into the earth. I prefer to nourish Mother Earth. So I like to send the energy up and out for transmutation. So when you breathe deeply, you can breathe up through your nose and imagine you're pulling that up all the way through your body, through your spine, and up out your head. And then again, breathe out through your nose, keeping your tongue on the palate of your roof of your mouth, palate of your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and breathe in and out through your nose. And when you pull that breath up, imagine, like I said, imagine the energy going up out of your head, but also try to hold that up and out breath as long as you can before you release, again, through the nose. And then, of course, Mother Earth, putting your feet on the ground, putting your feet directly on the dirt wherever possible. Sand on the beach is amazing. I like to go barefoot and then lean also up against a tree. So I have my tree rooted, or my back rooted to the tree, tongue twisters today, as well as my feet directly on the dirt. And the American Indian tradition was always to dig a hole and lay the person in that hole and actually bury them partially with the dirt, because it is so healing. So Mother Earth will pull toxins from your body and replace them with negatively charged ions, which will help to heal and transmute. So that's extremely helpful. And then just self-care in general, recognizing that while we are energetic beings and we are transmuting energy, the physical body needs support. And so we need to nurture and bolster our physical bodies as much as possible. So resting, like I said, whenever you can, eating good food, fruits first, juice if possible. I find the lighter my body, the more easily it is to work with energy. So certainly no heavier foods if you can help it. But obviously, follow your intuition, whatever you're feeling in that moment. Just recognizing intuition versus egoic desire. I'm not a huge proponent of supplements, but I do recognize that some people, due to trauma, illness, whatever experiences you may have had, you may be short on some things. So supplement if necessary, if deficient, or if prescribed by a doctor. I know it can help in some cases. Drinking warm tea, cuddling with a blanket, anything that you find that makes you feel nurtured and cared for. Taking salt baths again. Petting a pet, if you have a cat or a dog or a bird or whatever your pet of choice is, can be extremely helpful for the body. They heard me. And helping to calm the nervous system and to send that message of safety and nourishment to the body. Putting lotion on, to that point, putting lotion on can also help to cool the nervous system or calm the nervous system and send that signal of safety to the body. Going for a walk, calling a friend, listening to your favorite music, all those things that just nourish yourself as best you can. So that's all I have for you today. I recognize some of my videos have been a little bit longer lately, so I'm trying to keep it short for you. I would really love to hear if you have tips and tricks for transmuting energy. I certainly don't claim to have all the answers, and it would be very helpful for the community to hear what you do to nurture your body and to transmute energy. So would really like to start engaging with you guys a little bit more. I'm here for you. I really want to hear from you. I want to know what you're going through. What problems are you having? Would love to have conversations with you more often, whether it's on a video or in the comments. So please comment below. Let me know what you're going through, what you need, and how we can all band together and help each other. So as always, contact information will be listed below, and sending much love, my friends. Namaste.